All right, let's go over the last cardio test, which is the Rockport Walk Test. And this is to evaluate cardiovascular fitness by the client's ability to walk a mile at a brisk pace. So it's a mile because it's a US-based test, so it's about 1.6 kilometers. Really good test for people who are not ready for higher intensity tests, but still need to evaluate cardiovascular function. So you'd be looking at resting heart rate and resting blood pressure as being like your foundations, and the ones that give the people who have had no fitness background. You'd give it to everyone, really. And then the Rockport Walk Test is for someone who's just starting their fitness journey, very a little bit older. Okay, so it's a baseline cardio test to identify any cardiovascular risk or limitations. It's useful for people who have health conditions and may not be able to perform high-intense fitness tests. Pretty simple. And it's a really easy way to monitor progress because it's going for a walk. Okay. It's also good for post-surgical rehabilitation as well because it's not too stressful. So light warm-up doesn't need to be too much because they're going for a walk. So they're going to walk 1.6 kilometers on a flat surface at a good pace they can maintain throughout the walk. It should be comfortable yet challenging, but we'll get their heart rate up. So between 4.5 to 7 kilometers is where most people kind of go here. At the end of the walk, immediately take the client's heart rate for 15 seconds using a pulse monitor or manually and multiply 4 to get their beats per minute. Record the time it takes the client to walk the mile in minutes and seconds, as that's going to be part of the data, and they should cool down for a little bit. Pretty simple. Okay, so it's based on the following formula here, okay, which is VO2 max equals 132.853 minus open brackets 0.0769 times weight in pounds. So again, it's American-based test, so the data measurements are quite hard to change around, but basically fill all that stuff in and you'll get the results. Okay. Interpretation will be here. So 50 to 60, VO2 max is excellent. Good is 40 to 50. Average is 30 to 40, and poor is below 30. Higher the better. Okay. So the client should be walking at a brief pace that pushes them, but doesn't put them into discomfort. It's not a sprint, it's a walk. It should be a consistently flat environment, so it shouldn't be skewed by uneven terrain or wind. So you certainly wouldn't do it bushwalking, and it should be, accessible to clients. Really, really useful test to do. And in terms of training adjustments, you don't really need to do anything because it's a test that you do at the beginning. You would use it as a regular feedback mechanism to see if someone's getting better.